Hi guys, the Adventurous Allotment here. I'm on my allotment. As you can see, it's a nice day. Blue sky. Not necessarily sunny, but it's a nice day anyway after a really windy night last night. I just half expected some damage today, but not to be. Anyway, I'm looking at the overall sort of view of my fruit part on the allotment, though you wouldn't think it really. Think it was a garden, but it is an allotment. But what I want to talk about today is the plant in the box here, the planted box in the middle. I've mentioned it in previous videos. This is Luma apiculata, or Chilean Guava. I'm going to speak a bit more about it, how I come to acquire it, and where I can see it going. So basically, this is Luma apiculata, which is Chilean Guava. This comes from Chile, which is, as the name suggests. But this one is a rainforest plant. It's a temperate rainforest tree. It grows in the Valdivian rainforest and areas around it. In its Chilean, where it comes from in Chile, it's called the Arayan, and it's basically a quite attractive tree with orange-coloured bark when it gets big, often white flowers. And followed by edible small fruit, and that's what I'm growing it for. I'm growing it for its fruit, and well, it looks good as well. So this one's going to grow quite big. It will probably end up growing maybe as big as the pear trees, but I will keep it sort of trimmed. But basically, yeah, this thing is from, as I said, from the temperate rainforest in Chile, the Valdivian rainforest. That is an area where species such as Berberis darwinii, the berberis that people grow in the garden with the little holly-like leaves, also Embothrium coccineum, which is the Chilean fire tree, or it's hard to explain. That's in the Protea family. Also Crinodendron hookerianum, which is has the red bellflowers. Some people will be familiar with these, of course. And then there's plants such as Fuchsia magellanica, which I have over there underneath the euphorbia. You can probably just about see one of the fuchsias coming into flower there. They also often grow there. And there's many other plants as well that grow in that situation that we often grow in our gardens here, such as my Chilean Guava over there, which also grows alongside the Chilean Myrtle. They grow in this Valdivian rainforest. The Valdivian rainforest is a fascinating place because it's a temperate rainforest, much like some of our own temperate rainforests in this country that are becoming more and more rare. The only difference is that the temperate rainforest in Chile is evergreen, as opposed to the temperate rainforests here that are deciduous. And the climatic thing about the Chilean rainforest is they are cold. In fact, in the modern day, they are colder than here. So where this grows, the annual average temperature is maybe 7 or 8 degrees in the year, right? Well, that is very cold. However, the biggest thing is that this plant and all of the others cannot tolerate huge amounts of frost. So a lot of the plants that come from that ecosystem can only take maybe -10 to -12 degrees and no less. I mean, that is quite a cold temperature, but all considered, for a temperate rainforest, it's quite tender because the values that it gets temperature-wise they're not very expansive. Maybe it will see like -3, and it will only get up to like 15 in summer. It's really a genuinely cool climate, and that makes growing stuff like this in the UK quite easy. Now this plant it grows fairly quickly. It produces a lot of fruit. The fruit is kind of fragrant. It's got a fragrant sort of I wouldn't know how to describe it really. It's almost like sort of like a Turkish delight meets like herby, like a herbaceous, earthy taste. Not earthy, but floral taste. And it's a very interesting taste that you can't pin down. It's almost like got like a menthol type thing going on in there as well. But like it's a decent fruit. It tastes okay. I'm not gonna say it's the best tasting fruit in the world. It isn't, but it's very interesting. But it does, in our climate, self-seed very prolifically. In fact, in Ireland, they've got rainforests of this thing, and well, not rainforests, sorry, that's a silly thing to say. Right, they've got forests of this thing that's escaped cultivation and produces mass forests in Ireland. Well, it may be worth having a look if you're interested in that. But and it does happen in Nest Botanic Gardens as well. They find a lot of escaped seedlings everywhere. So yeah, this is, of course, this is mine, and how I acquired this actually was through an escaped seedling at Nest Garden. So they have so many of them that I just thought I will take one off your hands and get rid of it for you. And I think I bought it back about that big, and that was earlier this year. It's put that much growth on. It really has put a lot of growth on this year, as you can see. And because it's in the shade, the leaves are quite big as well. But it's growing nicely, and it's growing big, and long may that continue. It won't flower this year. It might flower in the next few years. I'm not sure when, but it's good to see that. And yeah, and what I expect to get from this is I want to grow this into a shrub that I can then shape. Not too big, obviously, because of the situation it's in. I don't want it like to crowd out any other plants or whatnot. But yeah, this is good. So this is Luma apiculata Chilean Myrtle. For those who haven't grown it or are interested in it, this is a Chilean plant which is perfect for the British climate. So if you're interested in growing it, I would say go ahead. You can buy these online. I would say if you want to get fruit off it, get the standard one, which is just Luma apiculata. If you want it because it looks good, or it's you want to grow it as an ornamental, you can either get Luma apiculata itself, the species, or you can get a Luma apiculata glanline gold, which is specially selected for its variegated leaves. That's quite stunning actually, because my parents have got one in their garden. So yeah, one day I'll do a video about that one. But yeah, so it's nice, nice plant. If I get down here, that's it. Well worth growing. Yeah. So thanks for watching this video. Please like this, please subscribe. If you've got any questions in the comments about this plant, I'll be happy to answer it. Or if you do grow it, let me know how yours is doing. Anyway, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video.